You're now live. Let's start the clock then. Okay, this is Stephen in Wiltshire in England, and it is, well, I'll tell you the story in a moment. We're going live today to Facebook. Hello, Facebook. YouTube. Hello. Twitch. Hello. And of course, when I press this button, we'll go live on Amazon Live. And we're ready to go live on Amazon Live. 3, 2, 1. And we're live on Amazon Live, all with 30 seconds left, which is good. Right, what you can see in front of you, his picture is taken with the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, and it is, as it says, Hill Locks Devices, which is the largest set of locks anywhere in the world, 29 locks that take a barge from the bottom of the locks to the top of the locks in stages. And we say hello to our first commenter of the day, who is always Stream Elements bot on YouTube. Hello, if you're watching me live, thank you. And we're going to start today with this camera. And I just need to make an adjustment. Just give me a second. If I go over here, no, that's the wrong way. I want to go down a bit. Okay, I want to go left a bit. Okay, I think we're good now. And you can see the chess set. The wall's not playing. Let's before anybody joins us on Amazon Live. Let's go like that. And the wall might have moved then. If I go in, no, that's too near. Okay. Right, I'm slow to set up today because I've been out for nearly an 8-mile walk and running a little bit late. So forgive me for that. If you are watching live, and say hello to Corinda, and Corinda is testing if it's working. Thank you, Corinda. And we say hello to Alan. Alan, nice to see you. And good. And we have our first viewer on Amazon Live as well. If you want to join me on Amazon Live, the link is in the post up above. I think it should be. Amazon Live is a totally different experience. So hello to everybody on Amazon Live. I'm going to switch cameras. Okay. And I'm going to go. All my cameras are out of whack. Oh, that's better. Okay. I think I'm happy now. All right. Over to the comments again. And Alan Smith's comment, but I still can't see my. No, I had the same problem yesterday, Corinda. I was posting as me on the Belive broadcast and nothing at all happened. But if we bring on the comment snake, then you should be able to see that Alan is there and you're there, but you're blank because we don't know who you are yet. Okay, obviously there's some little glitch with Facebook, which we can't do anything about until Facebook sorts it out. Facebook must be experimenting with names and logins because we've both logged into Facebook. We're both commenting. You're commenting as Corinda, I'm commenting as Stephen, and nothing is happening. Let's do one further test. And if I go over here and I type in hello, spell it correctly might help. Okay, let's see if we have comments coming through from Amazon Live. We do. I've gone to the top of the snake. Everything's working. Okay, so if you comment on the broadcast today, whether you comment on Facebook or YouTube or on Amazon Live, I will see your comments in the studio. All testing is done. We're nearly ready to go. So I can show your comments on screen and you can join the snake. My friend John Upton doesn't like the snake, but I do. I think the snake is a wonderful invention by the team at Belive. I'm broadcasting from be.live. Now, just a thing, if you're on be.live and you want the snake, then from your studio, just contact support. And a quick, Daniel said that if you contact support, you'll be given access to the snake. The snake lives in widgets. It's the bottom widget in your Belive studio. So there you have it. You've got a widget. It's a snake, and the snake just goes round John said it should go backwards and forwards, but I think ziggy zaggy wouldn't work. I prefer it as it is. Okay, now comment coming in. My hands are there. And again, it's Corinda. And Corinda is saying, who that next one picture? There, you and me, and who that one? The other one is this one. Can I answer your question? The other one is from Streamlabs. It's the Stream Elements bot, which is working on my YouTube account. And it just says hello when I actually start a new broadcast. So that's the correct answer to your question, Corinda. Okay, and Corinda is now saying, oh. You can get it on your YouTube account, you can have a Stream Elements bot. And basically, it's not there to say hello, it's actually there to monitor the chat on YouTube. And if anybody says something that they shouldn't, in other words, spam, then the Streamlabs bot will just delete it straight away without any problems. So, I mean, the spam's not a big problem, although I'm taking my fate in my hands here. Spam is not a big problem, but yeah. Okay, then at least you can hear me, which is good. Let's just check that out and make sure that the microphone's working fine and come back to you, Corinda. Okay, it's free. Stream Elements, linking Stream Elements to your YouTube account is totally free. If you just go to Stream Elements, let's go here. Go to Stream Elements, yeah, and you can get your own bot. Okay, and yep, mic's working, good. Okay, I'm just wondering what's going on with Facebook at the moment. Facebook is having a wonderful, well, yeah, I don't know what Facebook are actually up to. I'm just going to close a couple of tabs because I don't need those two tabs while I'm live. Okay, so we're going to start off with Logitech Brio camera, and we're starting off with Logitech Brio camera because you're actually watching it now, and it is 14% discount today. So sorry, I need to use the glasses. I need to check something because this should be working as well. If I go here and I go here, yeah, I think which one of those is the right one? Just a minute. Let's find out which is the right one. Okay, and I'm going to zap that. Okay, and I'm going to bring this on screen. Okay, and yes, I think we've got the right one. If I take solo off, okay, and we've seen the locks, so I can replace the locks and I can switch my camera on. Okay, so you know you're watching lights, camera, action on Be Live, and you're watching Stephen. So I'm going to take that out of the equation. Okay, and that's the Nexigo camera. The one I actually want to look at though is the next one, not that one. It's Logitech Brio. Okay, so let's find the Logitech Brio, and there it is. So if I go side by side, you can actually see it is the Logitech Brio, and you've now got me on there twice, and Barry's just about to appear on there as well. And Barry is saying, "Hello, Stephen. Congrats on the 6-year anniversary of Be Live. It was a great party last night. Thank you, Barry. Be Live, which is where I'm broadcasting to you from today, is just an amazing system. I've been here since October. Well, not totally in the studio all the time, but I've been here since October 2016, 15th of October 2016. I made 2 broadcasts on that day, and I interviewed Daniel a couple of days later, and that was the beginning of Be Live on Facebook. 2 people on screen, then 3 people on screen, then 4 people on screen, and now 8. And it's been an amazing journey, and I'm grateful to have been part of it. And thank you, Barry. Be Live have done amazingly well over that time, and the link for the Brio has just been posted onto YouTube. So there you have it. It is on YouTube. And I'm just going to go to Amazon Live because strange things happening today. Okay, never mind. So I can take that off screen. And that's because things, I'm going to turn the snake off. I'll turn it back on later, but for the moment, I'm going to turn it off. Okay. And concentrate. Okay, if I can concentrate. I've just been, as I said earlier, I've just been for a 7-mile walk, and I'm just getting, well, amazing thing is I can do a 7-mile walk and not get out of breath, which I'm quite pleased with. My training is going well. We'll be talking about, well, at the moment, I'm charging my Fitbit and I'm charging my Aftershocks headphones because the battery took a hammering today when I was out for my walk. So, but let's go with the Brio. This is the Brio, and it's basically, it's the first 4K camera that I got. If we go down here, I can tell you a little bit more about it. It's the Logitech Brio 4K webcam. It is 4K. We live in a world, a browser-based world, which is only 1080p. 720p is what I'm broadcasting to you now. 1080p is high definition, so DVD high definition. Logitech Brio is capable of 4K, and we're not 4K ready yet, not in our browsers. We can broadcast in 4K using OBS, and you can buy this camera now. You can download OBS, add this camera to OBS, set your destination to YouTube, and you can go live on YouTube for free because OBS is free, YouTube is free. You can go live in 4K, and the difference is night and day. I've done it, and that's why I got this camera, because I was curious about what's this 4K about. Now, as far as the 4K side is concerned, you can broadcast in 4K to YouTube for free. There are other places you can broadcast as well. I'm putting a list together. But in terms of doing local recordings, you can do your local recordings in 4K. You can do superb quality recordings using this camera locally, and then you can upload them to Vimeo, upload them to YouTube, VI Loud, wherever you want. It is ultra 4K video. Most cameras are 720 and 1080. This is a true 4K. It has a noise cancelling microphone. Now, this is important. And if you're looking for a camera or a microphone, do look for the noise cancellation side of it. I'm using noise cancellation today. I'm not using the microphone on the Brio. I'm using, today's a Blue Yeti day. But I actually have noise cancellation software working because it's very important. If you're in an environment where there are noises all around you, then you do need noise cancellation. Because if you're broadcasting from home, your dog barks and you're on a Zoom call, then if you don't have noise cancellation, everybody will hear it. It's a given. So look out for noise cancelling on any kit that you buy. The next thing is light auto correction. If I go here and go to the light and I switch my main light off, then I will go darker. Okay. What's happening though is that the Brio camera is actually compensating for that and making sure you can still see me. Let's put the light back on again. So I've got the light back on, and this is how I want to appear. Okay. Now the camera is important in a live broadcast. Sound is important. We'll look at that, and so is lighting. If you're not properly lit, then it can be distracting. Tiffany, yay! Go Tiffany. Thank you for the follow. You've helped to make my day. And thank you to Be Live for actually showing that live on screen. You see, on Be Live, let's go here. On Be Live, the logo top right, apply. We celebrate. Okay, every time people follow us, we celebrate. And I just want to say a big thank you to Tiffany, and brilliant. It's a win-win situation, because if you click the following tab up above on Amazon, then you'll always find me somewhere on there. And I don't get your details, but you can follow me by going to the following tab, and you'll see the broadcast I do. Okay, so the next one. Oh, and thank you. Absolutely brilliant. So let's put the logo back to me. And thank you to Be Live for putting the celebration in place. Okay. So the next thing about the Brio, it's got a wide field of view. Now, this is, if I go here, yeah, it is a 90-degree field of view. So it's that angle there, 90 degrees, and you can go 90, you can go 78 or 65. And it's at this point that I'm going to show you a piece of software. So I'm going to take that off for a moment. So just come back to me. And what I'm going to do is show you the software that controls all Logitech cameras apart from the Mevo. And if I go here and share my screen, just a minute, I'm going to go screen share in a second and go here and go here. Okay, and I'm going to bring it on screen now. Okay, this is a program called Logitech Capture. Okay, and that's Logitech Capture. To download it, go to logitech.com, search for your camera, and then go to the download software, and you can install it on your PC or Mac, and you then have control of your camera, which is important. If you buy a camera and just plug it in, it will work. Okay, not saying it will work, but if you want to get the most out of it, you need to download the software. So if I just change the game up a bit and go like this, just a minute, yep, I'm going widescreen. So now you can see me widescreen, and I'll put the software next to me. Now, the thing that you can actually do with the software, I'll take that off, is that first of all, using the software positionally, you can go down. Just a minute, you can go up. I think I've got the right camera. Wait a minute. I need to change something. Just give me a second. Okay. Let me go here and here. Okay. Right. This will probably work better now. It will work better, I assure you. Okay. You've got me. Right. You've got me and you've got the software next to it. I'm going to do this again. If I go that way, then I will go down. If I go that way, then I'll go up. I can go to the left. I can go to the right. Okay. Now, the thing is that this is what I want you to see. But if I go and if I zoom out twice, once, twice, yeah, this is my office. Let's go here. You can now see the whole of my office together with my wall, which needs adjusting. It's slanted. Okay, you can see the books on that side. You can see the Samsung all-in-one PC on that side. You can see my souvenir from Japan and some product placement next to that. But this is how I look. This is the default camera view until you get the software. Once you've got the software, then basically you can alter how you look. And I can zoom in twice, once, twice, and go to 78 degrees. And I'm now at the situation where this is how I want to appear on camera. Just give me 1 second just to adjust something. I want to go that way and slightly that way. That works. Okay, I've got the wall behind me. Okay, I didn't have a chance to adjust everything before I actually came live today. I'll explain why shortly. But you've got the camera default settings, and you want to look good. If you're on a Zoom call, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch, you want to look good. And that means you've got to get the camera set up. You've got to be looking at the camera. You've got to get everything right. So if you don't have the software, let's just take this off a second because we've got one camera sorted. I'll take that off. If I go down here and I zoom out again, once, twice, and go to 90 degrees, then I can talk about something that's behind me. Behind me, one of the things you want good presentation on Facebook or YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Zoom. One of the ways to do that is to have a stand. Now, down in the carousel is the stand that's behind me. It's a T-shaped stand, so it's got a central pole, 2 bars across. It doesn't have a bar at either side. Central pole, 2 bars across, and you've got 4 clips that clip on the photography backdrop. Now, the photography backdrop is in the carousel, and I'm just highlighting it now. It's $13.99. But the stand is the thing, and even I was able to actually put it together. And this changes the way you look on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, and on Zoom. By getting these 2 items for less than $55, you can change the way that you actually look on camera. And presentation is everything. If you want to look good, then you do need to have either, let's go here again, just zoom out. I'm using the Logitech capture software. I'm going to 90 degrees, or behind the photography backdrop, you can see a green screen. You could also use a green screen to change this is all about getting rid of the clutter, because this office is totally cluttered. If I can zoom in either on a green screen background or on a photography backdrop, then I feel more comfortable than actually showing you everything that's actually going on. Yeah, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do this. I feel more comfortable in doing that, in actually getting my set right. That's the first thing I've got to do. You've got to get the set right, and then you can present your content. Remember, camera, microphone, lighting, background, content. They're all important when you're doing a live broadcast. You've got to get it right. Live broadcasting is the best way to actually communicate with people. It simply is. And yesterday I was on the BeLive broadcast, BeLive celebrating 6 years as a live broadcasting system. And I was proud to be there. I've been there since the beginning, and I'm still here. And that's an achievement, not just for BeLive, but for me as well. And I've seen so many good people actually involved in BeLive over the years, and they've all become friends, and we're friends with each other. Networking or live video is the best way to get to know people. Right, the next thing we're going to look at is nothing to do, well, the title of this broadcast, just bring this on screen. The title of this broadcast is Lights, Camera, Action. And what we're going to do now is, if I can find it in my carousel, just give me a second. I'm just looking for something in the carousel. Don't go anywhere. I do appreciate the fact that you are watching live. Okay. And I'm going to come back. I'm going to hide that and back to me. Okay. I've shown you the software for the Logitech Brio, and you're looking at the Logitech Brio now. It has versatile mounting options. You can mount a camera either on your monitor, which is the way I've done it here, or you can mount your camera okay, and I'm going to show you. You can mount your camera here on, this is a tripod stand. This is a Loom Cube tripod stand. You can mount your camera on a tripod stand, and you can mount it at eye level. And that basically is, it's an alternative to actually putting it on top of your monitor, because if it's at eye level, it's a lot easier to look straight at the camera. Back here again. Okay. The Brio is 4K 1080 and 720p. It was released on Feb 7th, 2017. Logitech Capture is the software I was talking about earlier. We talked about the camera's default settings, and we looked at the photography backdrop. Okay. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about is actually on charge at the moment. But I'm going to interrupt the charge. Down the carousel, if I go here, I just want to go here, and then I can bring it up on screen. Not that one, not that one. We'll get there in a minute. Okay, I've got it. We're going to talk about the Fitbit Charge 5, which is down the carousel at the moment. It's $148.95. And this is the way that I keep fit. Boy, is it the way that I keep fit. This, if I take it off solo and put me next to it, this is the Fitbit Charge 5. I've got a Fitbit Charge 5. My partner Angelica has got a Fitbit Charge 5. And today we went out for a walk wearing our Fitbit Charge 5. And the way the Fitbit works is simple and straightforward. Okay. This is the first one is in color. So this is a color Fitbit. It also has GPS. Now this is important because it has GPS tracking. I'm going to show you what it can do and why it stands out from the rest of the Fitbits and the rest of the pack, really. I mean, until now I've used Strava and Map My Walk. I don't need those anymore because this Fitbit has GPS. So let's come to the Fitbit. Now, it's simple and straightforward. Fitbit counts your steps, okay? And 2,000 steps is the equivalent of 1 mile, okay? Now, I try and do 4 miles a day, 8,000 steps a day. That's what keeps me fit. That's what enables me to actually go and walk a marathon, okay? Now, today, well, I'll show you what I did today. But the thing about the Fitbit is that when you buy the Fitbit, there's no subscription. Everything I'm about to show you about the Fitbit is totally free. So you've got your Fitbit, Charge 5 down the carousel, $148.95. I'm going to show you what it can do. Now, in order to do this, I'm going to share my personal Fitbit dashboard. When you buy a Fitbit, first thing you do is register it on Fitbit.com. And we're going to go over to Fitbit.com right now. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to share a Chrome tab. I'm going to share Fitbit. Okay, and I am going to show you, come back to the studio. I'm going to show you my personal Fitbit dashboard. Okay, because having a Fitbit, and if I go put that on and then go, I don't need the picture. You've seen what it looks like. So I'm going to hide that. And then I'm going to go picture in picture. And I'm going to shrink myself. Okay, so let's shrink me and go here and shrink. Okay. Right, this is my personal dashboard on Fitbit.com. Now, the first thing you'll notice top left is community, people. Fitbit.com is about people. When you register your Fitbit, the next thing you do is to join the Fitbit community, which is free to join. And you've got people from all around the world who've got one aim, and that's to get fit or stay fit using a Fitbit. And because you've got a common purpose, I mean, the thing is, when you start a health kick, when you're going to get fitter, you start off and you tell your friends and the family, and they support you, and everything works well for the first month or two. And then you start to, well, human nature is, it just goes gradually downhill. But if you're on Fitbit.com, you've got people around the globe actually cheering for you. The community organizers, by members, for members, 2 challenges each week. A weekday challenge, Monday through Friday, and a weekend challenge, Saturday and Sunday, because our walking patterns or running patterns are different from during the week when we've got to work, and weekends when we're free to go where we want. So you join these ladders free of charge, and the idea is who can get the most steps. Yeah. And I'm never going to be at the top of the ladder, but I am going to be part way up. Okay, that's my aim, to be part way up the ladder. And when I go out for a walk, and I go out for a 3-mile walk, I give them permission for people in my ladder to see what I'm doing. And as soon as I finish my 3-mile walk, it's posted on Fitbit in a private group, and people cheer you. Yeah. And if one of my fellow, my friends now on the ladder does a long walk, then I cheer them. And it's a mutual support situation. And you can find friends from all around the globe on Fitbit. Yeah. So that's free. Let's go back again. Okay. So community, challenges. Basically, challenges work so that you are motivated to go out and exercise more. As soon as you walk out the door on any day, you are exercising. You're getting exercise. Wearing your Fitbit will track it. Wearing the Fitbit Charge 5 will do more than that. I'm going to show you. Okay, now if you wear your Fitbit to bed, then it will measure your sleep. And I slept for 7 hours, 44 minutes last night. If you wear your Fitbit for 4 consecutive nights when you go to bed, then you can, if you want to measure, want advice about your sleep pattern, then you'll be, I'm not a medic, say that at the beginning, but you'll be giving advice about how to improve your sleep pattern. The next tile at the top is, it says 60,000. That's the maximum number of steps that I've done in a day. Now, a quick bit of math, and I've walked 30 miles in one day, and that's when I actually walk a marathon. And I walked from Avebury to Stonehenge. I live half an hour away from Stonehenge in wonderful Wiltshire, and we can walk 30 miles. The next bit is that you can actually log your weight on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis, and you can see the trend in your weight. There is an app on the Android phone, there's an app on the iPhone, and you can log your food. Everything I'm talking about is free. You can actually log, you can keep a food diary. So basically, Fitbit is telling you the energy you've expended, the calories you spent, and the food diary, the food diary is telling you the calories you consumed. So you've got both sides of the equation. Okay, now if we go further down, and I'm going to go down here, you can see that I've been 3 days this week, I've walked more than 5 miles, more than 10,000 steps. If I go to see more over here, then it tells me today I've walked 7.84 miles. And if I go through view details, this is why Fitbit Charge 5 is so good. I'll show you. Fitbit Charge 5 has, I'm just waiting for this to come up. I can talk about it. Hopefully it will appear. One of the things about doing live video is it doesn't always work. So this looks like somebody flying a kite, doesn't it? Basically, this is the walk that I did today. Set off at 11:45, 11:45, and you can see that I set off from home. I walked to the canal. I went down the canal. Well, no, I went down that road, and then I stopped there with Angelica for lunch. You can see the sort of stop there. And then I walked back, and I got to there, and it started raining. There was a massive downpour. I got soaked through. So I went round the corner, and I went through along the road, and I got to here, right? And I thought, what I'll do is I'll walk back along the canal. You can see the blue blocks there. That's the canal path. That's the canal tow path. And I thought, right, I've done 4.78 miles so far. I've had lunch, so that's not a problem. I'll walk back on the canal. But when I started to walk back on the canal, basically what happened is there's a footbridge that I can't show you, can I? I can't point to it. There's a footbridge that goes over the canal at that point, and the footbridge had water in front of it, and there's no way I could walk through a pool of water which was 3 inches deep. So I crossed the road and I went down and I tried to access the canal from the other side. Remember, it's pouring with rain at this point. And there's a tunnel that goes underneath the road, which carries and the canal's there. And the tunnel was 6 inches deep in water. I kid you not. It was too wet to actually take a photograph. It was soaking. So I couldn't walk up the canal. I couldn't get onto the canal. It was impossible. So what I had to do was to go a bit further, and then I had to walk on the main road. Now, the main road going this way, yeah, has traffic which is traveling at 70 miles an hour, and it's got water at the side of the road. So walking up this hill, I got soaked 3 times, wet through from water splashes from the vehicles, and then got closer to home, and then the home straight through the town of Devizes all the way home. Yeah. But it didn't do the whole thing. Now, whilst you're walking, it actually measures your heart rate. Okay. And it says, have you been exercising? Now, during this walk, I did 46 minutes peak exercise. That's the exercising at the highest level you can. I did 56 minutes cardio work and 57 minutes fat burn. So in the time I was out, I did a lot of exercise. In actual fact, I did 13,000 steps, and I burned calories all the way through. Yeah, until I got to the end, and that's close to home. In fact, I walked so much that my Fitbit needed recharging. So let's go over to, I'm back to the studio now. I've told you my story. And we go over and say hello to Tracy. And Tracy's saying good afternoon and good afternoon. Tracy, you must go. I must put you on the snake. So let's have the comment snake back. And it will go round. And Tracy, you're on the front of the snake. That's you there, right at the beginning. Okay. So welcome, Tracy. Thanks for joining me. So a Fitbit is not just counting your steps. Everything I've shown you is totally free. Yeah, it's free. You don't have to pay a red cent other than buying the Fitbit charge, which is down in the carousel. You don't. Everything I've shown you. Let's go through it again. And I'm going to go back to the dashboard and go here and take myself off solo. Okay, so I'm just waiting for this to load. So the community is free. Make friends around the world, challenge each other to do the most steps at the weekend, the most steps during the week. Keep track of your sleep. If you wear your Fitbit for 4 nights, then your sleep pattern will be measured. If you want help and advice, it will be there. What's the most number of steps you've done in a day? In my case, 60,000, 30 miles. You can keep a weight. You can log your weight, Facebook or Android or desktop. Sorry, iPhone, Android or desktop. And with the Fitbit Charge, as we've just seen, you can have, without any other piece of software, this is available to you for free once you have the Fitbit Charge 5, and it's mapped my walk today, and my walk today was over 7 miles. Yeah, 7.64 miles, and it's tracked every step of the way. It's told me how fast I went, it's told me what my heart rate was, and it's told me how many calories I've consumed. So I walked 13,000 steps. I spent 1,000 calories. I was active for 2 hours, 2 minutes today. And that's basically my fitness regime. What I do, okay, let's come back here. What I do is this, down in the carousel now. Okay, I can stop sharing my screen. I'm going to come and take solo off. Okay, just a minute. I need to switch the camera. It's still me. I need to put this into the screen. Okay. What we're looking at now, I'll just turn the snake off so I don't distract me or you. So let's turn the snake off for a second. Okay, so the snake is gone. We're talking about the Aftershokz Aeropex. It's not free. Okay, it's not free. It's just that we haven't got a price from Amazon. If you click the link in the carousel, you'll get a price from Amazon. Now, I've just been told that my Aftershokz headphones are actually ready. I went out for a walk, as you know, with the Fitbit. I also take with me my Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. And what I do is if I go here, just give me a second, go there and go to Bluetooth. I pair the Aeropex to my mobile phone. I just go into Bluetooth, just go there, that's it. Basically, if I put these headphones on now, okay, they go over your ear, they do not go in your ear, which means you don't get irritated and there's nothing to lose. Yeah. And then you switch the headphones on. Okay, so I'm switching the headphones on. Welcome to Aftershokz. Battery is high. And now what's happening is that, as you can see, they've automatically connected to the phone. So I can now go, if I go here, just a second, just let me get this ready for you. I can now go to Amazon Music. I'm going to pick rock and I'm going to pick, what shall I pick? Okay, let's go for something at random. Rediscover. Okay, and when I press play here, I'm now listening to rock music on these headphones. So it takes 2 seconds to set it up. You just go into settings, into Bluetooth, load Amazon Music up, and I can just press that button and I go out 11:30 every morning. I go out the door, I walk for 5 to 6 miles, as you've just seen, and I listen to rock music. And basically, that allows me to get out in the fresh air. And it was raining today, hard, to get out in the fresh air, to listen to rock music, and to think about sorting. Well, it just gives you space to actually think about how you're going to tackle a particular problem. Today was special though, because today Angelica joined me and we went for a walk. Well, I can show you the map, can't I? You know that. Okay, if I go to the map here, yeah, the map shows. If I share that as well, just a minute, because I'm telling a story, so you might as well have all the facts. So I'm going to screen share. Just give me a second. And I'm going to go out to the tab. I'm going to go here. I'm going to bring the map on screen. Okay, so this is a map of where we went to walk today. And I'm just going to put it full screen. Okay, now you can see the map. And this map was created by the Fitbit that's down in the carousel. And if I take it off full screen, so that we're picture in picture, and I go over here, I went for Angelica and I left the house. Let's just do this properly. Angelica and I left the house together. We walked through town, through Devices, and then we walked together and we went down here. Right down. This is a steep hill, but we were walking downhill, which is why we're going pretty fast. And then we get to the bottom of the hill, and just before there is a farm, and the farm has been converted into a restaurant. And we stopped for lunch, and then I continued my walk. But all the while, Angelica was listening to her music, and I was listening to my music on the phone using these headphones. Now, the thing about aftershocks, which is what we're talking about at the moment, is the item down in the carousel. We're talking about the official title is Aftershocks Aeropex Open Ear Bluetooth Bone Conducting Headphones. And I've got a comment coming in. And yeah, I got the snake. Good. Congratulations. I'll check out afterwards. And sweet. Yeah. Enjoy the snake. Enjoy the snake. Okay. Right. It's an open ear design. They go over your ear. They don't go inside your ear. They don't irritate you. You're not going to lose them because it's headphones, not earbuds. It's got patented bone conduction technology. So the sound doesn't go through your ear, it goes through your skull. And it goes through your skull. I think this is Corinda. It goes through your skull to your inner ear. They're different. Corinda is asking, and Corinda asks the strangest questions at time. What's the difference between the Aftershock silver one and the blue one? I haven't shown anybody the blue one, so I can't talk about blue one. I do think that Corinda at times wants to direct everybody's shows. Yes, it is you. I'm going in my own direction, Corinda. I'll catch you later. Okay. So it's bone conducting technology, yeah, which means that the sound goes through your skull to your inner ear. So it ends up in the same place as if you put the headphones in. It has, after recharge, an 8-hour battery life. It is IP67 waterproof. Okay. Now, don't go swimming in these, but you can go out in the rain. I went out in the rain today and they're perfectly fine. They are completely sweat and waterproof. Okay. And when it comes to recharging, there's a moisture detection alert. So if there is moisture on the headphone contact, it will warn you. And it says they're lightweight and comfortable, which they are. These headphones, these Aftershocks, are brilliant. They only weigh 26 grams. Now, 26 grams is less than the weight of a bag of chips, or as we say in the UK, the weight of a bag of crisps. It's less than that. They are very lightweight. I can put these on, and I did today. I was wearing these for 3 hours today, and you forget about them. They're so light, you forget about them. Okay. It has a multifunction button. You can play, pause, skip, activate the voice assistant for making calls, and you can answer calls as well. Okay. And I think I've got to the end of the official stuff. Yeah, that's the end of my reminder. But these headphones, their sound quality, it's not hi-fi, but it's very high class. I mean, I can listen as I'm doing now. I can listen to rock music. I'm probably shouting now, but I'm actually listening to Amazon Music at the moment, which is, well, listening to Big Brother and the Holding Company. Okay, random tracks. And they are good quality. I mean, they're meant for walking, jogging, running, and cycling. That's what they've been designed for. And they're superb. I wear these, I go out at 11:30 every morning, go for a 5 or 6 mile walk, listening to rock music through these. And it's just brilliant. It's a great way to chill, great way to get exercise, wear the Fitbit, and just enjoy being outside. Okay, now I do all this because I have this. And this is the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. Okay, so let's have a look at the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring a picture on screen. We don't need the map anymore. I'm going to stop sharing. And we're going to look at the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, which is down the carousel today. Now, the reason I'm showing you this today is that today, this mobile phone, which is the flagship phone from Samsung, is $899.99. It's 25% off today. If you click the link in the carousel, you will get 25% discount if you click it today. And I'm just going to close a tab. And there we go. Tab closed. I'm going to close that tab. So the only tab I've got to open is this one. Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. Major features of the Ultra are as follows. Okay, and you've got the link. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, you've actually got the link now to this item on Amazon. And I'm going to go down to my notes here. So we're going Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra smartphone, and I'm going to come to me. Or I could come to me. I've got so many cameras to choose from. I'll go to this camera. Or I'll go to, no, I'm going to stay on this camera. Okay. I'll tell you why later. If you stay around, I'll tell you. So Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra smartphone. I'm just going to go here, and if I just close everything and just allow me license a moment, I'm going to go to my profile on Facebook. Now I'm going to go down here. I'm going to switch the microphone sound off and go here. Just let me turn the volume down. Okay. And we are live at this very moment. I'm live on Facebook as well as being live on Amazon Live. And as you can see, we've got picture in picture now. We're going to get picture in picture in picture in a second. Right. Okay. So I am live on Facebook at the same time, live on YouTube. Hello, Facebook. Hello, YouTube. Thank you for watching live. And we are looking at the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. And that's I can't actually show you the quality of the display. Just let me tell you that it's a darn good display. As far as models are concerned, you can get various memories. I've got the 256 gig. My good friend Guy has got the 512 gig. He's got an 8K camera and 8K video. It has the brightest display that Samsung have ever had. And it's true. I can take this phone out into bright sunlight and I can see there you are. There's something actually interfering with, right, I did 13,442 steps today. I wonder what it is. I'll work it out. So it's got the brightest display that Samsung ever had. It also has, do you remember the Galaxy Note used to have, to get there before me, an S Pen? The S Pen is back on the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. And if I go here, just give me a second, and I go there, and I'm doing my best while my bestest writing, okay, I can use the pen to write. Now, there are 7 different apps on the phone that you can actually use. But the other thing is that this has air gestures. And if you set the camera on here to take a photograph, you don't need to press the shutter. You can use air gestures to actually control the camera. Okay, I've just got this for my iPad, which means I can control my iPad using this. Okay, never mind. That just arrived today. So it's got the S Pen. It has a long battery life. Yeah, S Pen we talked about. It's got a long battery life. Yeah, and it shoots 8K super steady video. Okay, and this is important. The Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra has a built-in stabilizer, and you can either shoot in 8K or you can ramp it down to 1080 and you go super stable. Because the problem with this mobile video is, let's just turn it the other way around so I don't get the shiny screen. Just a second. Right. Okay. I'm going to use the back of this. Right. Then we don't get the shiny thing. If you're using your phone to take mobile video, then as you walk, the phone goes up and down. and there's nothing you can do about it because you're going up and down. It's just that you don't notice it. So what you actually need is a stabilizer. Now, this has a stabilizer built in, which means that the resulting video isn't jerky, it's smooth. It has nightography, which is the ability to take photographs at night. And if we look at the lenses on the back, it's 108 megapixel, it's 3 times zoom and 10 times zoom. As I've already mentioned, there is adaptive color contrast on the phone. It has a long-lasting battery. I let this run down to 0. I charged it using the charger within 1 hour. The embedded S Pen is here. If I go out the office with the phone and I forget the S Pen, I get a reminder on the phone. I'm just going to put it back now. It actually lives in the case there. Okay, so that's the S Pen back in place. The phone itself is unlocked by Samsung, which basically means you can go to your favorite carrier and you can get, it's dual SIM. You can get 2 SIM cards, 2 different phone numbers, and you can make phone calls on SIM 1, phone calls on SIM 2, receive and send texts on both. As far as your dimensions are concerned, this is 6.8 inches with a WQ HD screen, and it's got 120 hertz adaptive refresh rate, down to 1 it goes. As far as charging is concerned, you can charge it at 5,000 milliamps, 45 watts, or you can do wireless charging at 15 watts. If you go from 45 to 15, it will take longer, but it will still work. The rear camera is 108 megapixel. The front-facing camera is 40 megapixel. The phone itself was released on February 9th, 2022. So this is this year's flagship model. Now, I can talk about it. I'm just going to put it back on its stand. If I go here, then when I'm not using it, and when I'm not listening to rock music on it, it goes on this beautiful Lamical stand, which is also down in the carousel. Okay, now I can talk about the camera. But what I'd rather do, if I can find it, is I would rather show you some things. Okay, so I'm just going to go off full screen, and if I go here, this photograph was taken with the Samsung Galaxy S22. This is kernel locks. This photograph was taken with the Samsung Galaxy S22. So these are photographs taken with the phone, and this photograph, you guessed it, was taken with the Samsung Galaxy S22. Now, those are images. This is a short video, and the video is of the Quartz Garden in Wiltshire. The video was using the Samsung Galaxy, and I'm going to play the video, and I will be back in 2 minutes. At the Quartz Garden, and just had lunch. And the thing about the Quartz Garden is it's a beautiful place to actually stroll around and just enjoy the gardens. So I'm just going to walk around, and I am using my Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra and my new DJI OM5 gimbal. I've got the internal microphone on the Samsung, so no external mic. I'll try an external mic next time, but it's just so beautiful today. It's about 28 degrees, and I'm just going to try something here, because if I do this, external mic next time, but it's just so beautiful today. It's about 28 degrees, and I'm just going to try something here, because if I do this, I should be able to change the view. Okay, that's not what I wanted. I'm going to come down again. It's actually stuck, isn't it? Wait a minute. Let's adjust this. This is just a trial. Okay, so I'm going to go like that, or like that, or like that. I've got to be able to see what's on the screen, so I can see what's on the screen. And just wondering how steady this is. This is better than actually holding the phone. It's a lot easier to actually grip the gimbal than it is to actually grip the phone, so this is a win. But there's so many things this gimbal can do, and I really haven't learnt half of them, or even a quarter of them. But let's look at the borders. And there are people here today. Car park was full, but I don't think everybody actually came over here. But there's just flowers here in full bloom. We are at the beginning of August, first week in August. And the grounds here are just absolutely stunning. Now, the other thing that's important this year is that I've got my new eyes, which means that this year I can actually see clearly where I'm going. That's the entrance over there, where you come in, and then you led into the gardens. There's a cafe just around the corner, and everywhere there are places to actually sit down. Angelica's sat down at the moment while I'm taking this video. And I'm back. And I want to say thank you to Barry. Barry commented and said, great pics and videos, Stephen. Very nice quality. Thank you. It is. I totally agree with you. I mean, it's actually playing on the phone now. This is excellent quality. I just want to turn up the sound. Okay. So I can hear, you can hear me. I always do a microphone check after I've played a video. So yeah, it is great quality video because it's 8K video. I mean, it's been scaled down to 720 to be able to broadcast on Facebook and YouTube. And I want to say a big thank you to everybody who's watching me live on Facebook and YouTube and on Amazon Live. It is great quality. I mean, I'm blown away by the quality of the mobile phone that we're looking at the moment, which is, if I go up to the top of here, it's the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra smartphone. It's down in the carousel at the moment. If you're on Amazon, then it's $899.99, which is today 25% off. So it's a $300 saving. If you go to Amazon now, you can get $300 off this phone if you click the link in the carousel. Now, the prices on Amazon only relate whilst I'm live. Okay, so bear that in mind. One of the things is that I'm an independent broadcaster. I don't work for Amazon. I'm just pleased to actually be able to broadcast on Amazon Live and to be able to bring you the things that I use on a daily basis. I own over 75% of what's down in the carousel, and I use it every day, and I get new toys every day. My latest new toy, let's go over here. Let's just show you something that I've got new. Now, I don't always get to the party before everybody else. Okay, it has to be said. And I just want to go here. Just let me, is this, I want to know if this scrolls. Oh, it does. Just a minute. If I go to the end of here, you learn something new every day when you're live broadcasting. And I just learned I can go with my carousel and I can scroll it and I can do that. And I can bring this image on screen. I just need to turn myself off solo. The item, oh, right, okay, let's do a quick recap. That wasn't supposed to happen. Okay, I showed you the image, which is this image. Let's go through them. Taken with the Galaxy S22. This is Cairnhill Locks. I'm going to hide that. I didn't realize I had so much on screen. Oh, I've not told you the story of this one, have I? This was taken last Tuesday on the same walk as I did today, and this is Roundware Hill. And I just love the way the composition of this photo. Today, last week, it was a beautiful sunny day, fluffy white clouds, absolutely brilliant. Today, it was raining hard, but that is Roundway Hill. And in 1643, there was a battle during the Civil War between the Roundheads and the Cavaliers. And horses, cannon, men, and the Royalists won on the day, and one of the cannons misfired, and the cannonball hit the local church, which is our church, St. James's Church, and the mark is still in the wall where the cannonball actually hit. So that's Roundway Hill, and that's where I was walking earlier today. Okay, let's come back, and this, again with the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra phone, is the Quartz Garden. And you saw the video a moment ago of the Quartz Garden. We were there last Sunday, Angelica and I took this opportunity to take this photograph. It's a very big tree, and its branches, as you can see, and the fallen leaves, the matting that created, just a beautiful photograph. So I can hide that as well. Got so much on screen. Then I showed you the video. It's amazing how much we've been through today. Just let me try and find the video. Where's the video coming from? I've lost the video. If I can't find it, and I can't move it. Okay, oh, it's there. Okay, I showed you the video of the Quartz Garden and shot with the Samsung S22 Ultra. So I'm going to hide that and show you my latest toy. Now this arrived yesterday. It's down in the carousel. It's the Elgato Stream Deck, and I broadcast every Monday on Amazon Live with the Be Live crew, two of whom are Efrahin Lopez and Grant Saunders. And over the weeks that we've been broadcasting for Be Live, in other words, on Mondays, let's go here, apply. We actually broadcast for Be Live on their channel. And they've been talking to me for weeks about the Elgato Stream Deck. And I thought, okay, what does it do? So they explained what it did. And when I saw what it can do, I went out to Amazon, of course, and I got my very own Stream Deck. Okay, now I can actually show you what it does because I was amazed. Okay, if I go here and I go share screen, I think I've got it working. Just a minute. If I go here and go here, let's come back for a second, and I'm just going to share my screen. And if I go here, the reason I buy new things is to have new content in the broadcast that I do. And okay, the Stream Deck comes with software that looks like the Stream Deck, and this is my Stream Deck. And if I go up here, right, you can see, hopefully, just about, if I can't increase the size of it, unfortunately, but if I take it off solo, so we've got picture in picture, I'm just going to hide that image because you've seen what it is. All right, okay, this is the Stream Deck, and this is how you set it up. So I've set it up for operating it now. I've set it up for Be Live. And whenever I go live on Amazon Live, I need my studio. So I've set a button up that loads my Chrome browser and brings up my Be Live studio. In addition to that, whenever I go live, I'm usually talking about, just a minute, I'm usually talking about cameras. So I've got the software for the OBSBot. I've got the software for the Nexigo. I've got the software for Logitech. I've got the software for my light, the Logitech G Hub. And I just need to press those 4 buttons and the software loads. Now, if you think about this, normally when I set up, I've actually got to press those 4 buttons. I've got to find the software and press those 4 buttons. Now I can just go to my Stream Deck, yeah, and I can just press buttons and the software loads, and it saves me a lot of time, a lot of time. If we go up, yeah, and go back to Be Live again, bottom you'll see possibly that I use, I'm just going to put my glasses on so I can actually see, just a minute. I actually use Amazon, so I can press the Amazon button, yeah, and that opens the Amazon tab in Chrome, which it has done now. I can press the Fitbit button there, and that actually loads up the Fitbit software I showed you earlier. And then I can press the on Monday, Nick and I do the Trivia Plaza quiz. And I need Trivia Plaza to do that. So I set up Trivia Plaza bottom right. And that loads the Trivia Plaza website. I press the button properly. So now it's just opened Amazon Live, the Fitbit, and the dashboard. And then the other thing is I've set up all my software. So I've set up for Melon, Go Studio, Switchboard, VI Loud, EV Mux, Restream, Zoom, Wave, and those are my favorite broadcasting studios. And it's all set up, and I can just press a button and I can go straight to the studio. I've set up my favorite apps, and I can go to Timebolt or Screencast or Camtasia just by pressing a button. Now, you can have, there are 15 buttons on the front screen, but you can have each of those buttons can have another 14 buttons behind it. There's the ability to have 196 hotkeys. Yeah. And when I go live on Be Live, I can go from scene 1 to scene 2 to scene 3 to scene 4 and back to scene 3. And all I'm doing is pressing a button. Yeah. I don't have to be near the computer. I can do this all day. I can go from scene 1 to scene 2 to scene 3 to scene 4. Yeah. I can disable my camera. I can bring it back again. Okay. So I can mute myself, which I'm not going to do. I can mute my guests, all because of the Stream Deck. So I've got to say, I'm going to stop sharing. 24 hours ago, I didn't know anything about Stream Deck. And I've now got the Stream Deck, and it is saving me a host of time in producing this show on Amazon Live and all the shows I do on Facebook. And if you, it's not just for streamers. I mean, Stream Deck, it says on there, okay, it says Stream Deck. But if you're using a computer, yeah, PC or Mac, and you want to streamline the work that you're doing, the ability to have 196 different buttons to link, I mean, linking it, you can link it to a website, you can link it to an app. It is simple, straightforward, and very sophisticated, but so easy to use. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't get one before. I've got to be honest. Yeah, I should have had one of these ages ago, but I waited for the Mark II. This is the Mark II version, and I'm just sold on it. And if you're interested in live broadcasting and streamlining what you do, you would watch this. I've got set up at the moment, as you can see, I've got buttons to spare, and I'm going to set them up over the coming weeks so you can follow my adventures. Right, now just go over here for a moment, and I'm going to bring back, if I go here, I'm going to bring back the snake. Okay, because if I go here and I turn the logo off, Bye. Okay, I want to thank everybody in the snake who's commented today. And if you watch me again on Amazon Live, please do comment. Just let me close a few things down. Okay, so I'm going to go there, and I'm going to go there, and I'm going to go there. Okay. I want to say a big thank you for actually watching me live today. Do appreciate it. Let's go here. And you who've been watching Stephen live from England, been talking about live broadcasting. We've looked at the Samsung S22 mobile. I want to say a big thank you for watching. Please do enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll be back again tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern again. And next week, we're back to 11 a.m. Thank goodness for that. There's a week when, let's stop the snake. There's and the sticky notes. There are 2 weeks in the year which are actually awkward to do. And this is one of them, simply because it's the time differences. Normally, there's a 5-hour time difference between the UK and the East Coast. Today, there's only a 4-hour time difference. And when your clocks change on Sunday, sanity will return. Right, a note before I go. It's the studio launch for OneStream Studio tomorrow. And Barry is saying, have a great day. Thank you, Barry. And thank you for the comments. I've just put this full screen. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern is the studio launch for OneStream. And OneStream they broadcast to 30 different destinations, either live or pre-recorded. They've now got their own studio. There's a live show tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern, hosted by DJ and moderated by Erica. And you can see I'm there, Patrick Floyd is there, Kevin Kobe is there, Harry Jamieson, Monty Weaver, Laura Davidson, and Kirk Nugent will all be on the broadcast tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. We look forward to seeing you then for something completely different. So I will be appearing with DJ and Erica and everyone else tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. Thank you for watching today. Take care, and I will see you all again soon. From England, goodbye for now.